Welcome back to commercial arithmetic class. So in previous class we had studied average due date and formulas of average due date. So today we will begin with the problems. So the problems are very simple. You just have to find out the product and then substitute it in the formula. So the first question is, find the equated time of payment of the following bills. The first bill has amount 750 for 3 months, rupees 650 for 2 months and rupees 600 for 4 months. So what you have to do is first write amount in one column. So first bill has rupees 750, then rupees 650 and then rupees 600. Then we will see the due period which is given in months, which is 3 months for the first bill, 2 months for the second bill and 4 months for the third bill. So now the formula for equated period is summation A into D by summation A. So in yesterday class I had explained what the summation is. It is nothing but the total. So now we have A, where A is our amount, D is our due period in months. Now we will find out A into D. So what you have to do, multiply these two, which is 750 into 3 is 2250, which is due in 1 month. Then 650 into 2 is 1300 and then 600 into 4 is 2400. Now in the formula we need summation A into D. So to get summation A into D, add these three terms. So you will get 5950, which is your summation ED, and I have substituted it. Now in the denominator we have summation A. So A is over here. If you add these three, you will get summation A. So it is 2000. I have substituted here. Therefore our average due date or equated period is 2.975, which is 2 months 29 days from the date of which the bill was drawn. Now how I got this 29 days? It is after the integer, whatever the decimal terms are there, which is 0.975, multiply it with 30. So we are taking 30, not 31 days, because usually we assume 1 month has 30 days. So 0.975 into 30, if you do, you will get it as 29.25, which is approximately 29 days. So if it is, say for example 3.52 something, then it is 3 months, and this 0.52 into 30 you do, whatever value you will get, so that many days is considered. Don't write 2 months and 97 days, it is totally meaningless. First it is in terms of months, hence we are converting into days. So whatever the term is before the decimal, it is in months. After the decimal we are converting into days. It is 2 months 29 days. So I'll quickly summarize this. First write amount in one column, due period in one column. So amount is A, due period is D. Multiply those two, you will get A into D, that is the product. Take the summation, that is add the values, whatever you will get, substitute it in the formula and solve. So let us move to the next problem. The question is, A owes B rupees 800 due after 4 months, rupees 500 due after 5 months, rupees 1500 due after 6 months and rupees 200 due after 2 months. Find the equated time of payment. So in these problems they have given due after 4 months, and thus they have included the legal due date also, that is the grace of 3 periods is also included. So remember this. So now it is very simple. They have given amount, they have given due period. So write the amount first, which is your A. So amounts are 800, 500, 1500 and rupees 200. And on what period the bills are due? First is for 4 months, 5 months, 6 months and 2 months. So then once you get A and D, multiply it, A into D. So you will get A into D. Take summation A and summation AD, substitute in the formula, you will get 5.0333, which is 5 months. If you multiply 0.0333 into 30, you will get approximately 1. Therefore it is 5 months and 1 day from the date on which the bills was drawn. So this is one set of problems where amount is given and the due period is given. We are using the formula equated period equal to summation AD by summation A. Now we will see when dates are given instead of the period. The question is, the following invoices are due for goods purchased: rupees 1000 due on 14th March, rupees 2000 due on 8th April, rupees 2500 due on 14th May, rupees 1000 due on 7th June. On what date should a total payment of rupees 6500 clear the whole debt? So in this question they have given due date and they have given the amounts of the bill, and they have asked to find out the average due date to make the payment of rupees 6500. The 6500 is nothing but the total amount of all the bills. So when you see such questions, then don't get confused, just the way of asking the question is different. So when bill dates was given, we had seen we will be using this formula, which is 0 date plus summation AD by summation A. So first A is given, which is amount. So you have 4 amounts, which is 1000, 2000, 2500 and 1000. So add it, you will get summation A, which is 6500. See, it is same what is given. So it is 2500. Then they have given due date. So these are the due dates. What you have to do is you have to choose one 0 date. So what we are taking 0 date is the first date on which the bill is due. So it is on 14th March. So number of days from 0 date, here it is D. Don't take this as D because number of days is included in such problems. So in this is your A and this is your D. So we will see how to calculate number of days from 0 date. Now I am taking 14th March as 0 date. So here number of days will be obviously 0 for 14th March. Next we have 8th April. So how to calculate this? March has 31 days. Out of 31, so I'll show you. March has 31 days, so 14 was your 0 date, so 17 days are there, plus 8th April, so it is 25 days. Number of days from 14th March to 8th April is 25 days. I hope it's clear. Next you have to calculate number of days from 14th March to 14th May. Why? Because here we are taking number of days from 0 date. So here 14th March is your 0 date. Now we have to find how many days are there between 14th March and 14th May. So what you do? So 31 minus 14, because March has 31 days. Out of that, 14th day is the date on which bill is due. Therefore it is 17 days, plus April has 30 days, plus May has 14 days. So it is 61. See, I have written 61. So number of days from 14th March to 14th May is 61. Now we will see number of days from 14th March to 7th June. So I'll just edit here. This is for March and this is for April. May has 31 days and then we want June 7th. So it is 85. So number of days from 14th March to 7th June is 85 days. I hope this is clear. don't make mistakes in finding number of days, because if you do mistakes here, then definitely you will end up with wrong answers. So once you get number of days from the 0 date, this is your D, this is your A, find the product, which is A into D. So 0 into 1000 is 0, 2000 into 25 is 50,000, 2500 into 61 is 1,52,500, and then 1000 into 85 is 85,000. So we have to find out summation of A and summation AD. So add all this, you will get 2,87,500. Add all the A's, you will get 6,500. So substitute in the formula. Now what is your 0 date? It is 14th March. Now we have to see what is the average due date from 14th March, that is from the 0 date. One thing what you can do is first find this term and then see from 14th March till that many days, whatever date you will get, that will be your average due date. Now 0 date is 14th March plus summation of AD is 2,87,500 divided by 6,500, it is 44.23. We are approximating it as 44 days. So now from 14th March, after 44 days will be your average due date. What you have to do, from 14th March calculate 44 days, so it will be 27th April. Why? So March we had seen 17 days, so 44 minus 17, which is 27. So on 27th April your bill will be due. I hope this calculation is clear. Find summation AD, summation A. To get D, what you have to do, first assume the first date as 0 date, and then from that calculate number of days from the 0 date. You will get all the D's. Then find out product A into D, take this total, substitute in this formula. So it is from 14th March you have to see 44 days, so it will be on 27th April. So that is your average due date. So the fourth problem is, find the average due date of the following: rupees 300 due on 11th March, rupees 450 due on 16th June, and rupees 950 due on 7th August. So similar problem, write the amount, due date, I am assuming 11th March, so you have to take 11th March as your 0 date. Now calculate from 11th March how many days are there till 16th June. So March has 31, in that subtract 11, then April has 30, May has 31, then 16 days of June, it will be 97 days. Then from March 11th to 7th August, it is 149 days. So you got D, you got A, find the product, take the summation, substitute in this formula. So you will get 109 days nearly from 0 date. So from 11th March calculate 109 days, it will be on 28th June. So the fifth problem is, find the average due date for the following data or the following bills. So date on which the bill is drawn, amount and terms of credit is given. So be careful, here they have given date on which the bill was drawn and they have given terms of credit. They have not given directly the date on which bill was due. You have to calculate the due date. So first write amount, then if you're drawing bill on 3rd March and it is due after 6 months, so from March it is April, May, June, July, August, September. So on September 3rd the bill will be due. In this case, note that the 3 days of grace period will not be considered. So similarly calculate due date for all the bills. If you are drawing bill on 8th April, then it will be due after 5 months. So from April 5 months will be again on September. So bill will be due on 8th September, and 9th June till 5 months it will be on 9th November. So now we got due date. What we have to do? We have to calculate 0 date. Whenever dates are given, go for the concept of 0 date. So this is your 0 date. Now we will calculate number of days from 0 date. From 3rd September till 8th September it is 5 days. From 3rd September to 9th November it is 67 days. Take the products, find summation AD. So you can solve exactly this way. The steps are the same, but how you write is different, so it is your choice. I have solved in all the ways. So summation AD by summation A you find out. So it is 55,100 divided by 1,600, which is approximately 34 days. Now average due date is 34 days from the 0 due date, that is 34 days from the 3rd September. We have taken 3rd September as 0 date. So average due date will be on 7th October. So the problems are very simple. You have to understand how to calculate dates from the 0 date, number of days from the 0 date, and the rest is very simple. All you have to do is you have to calculate the total, substitute in the formula. The main thing you have to do is calculating number of days. If you know that, then this is pretty simple. So in the next class we will solve some more problems on the same concept. Thank you.